What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Storm the Court podcast. I'm Zane Ellis, and boy, do we have a game to unpack today. The Denver Nuggets against the Washington Wizards. I don't want to overreact, but Nikola Jokic just posted 40 points, and it felt like he was playing against a high school team. Seriously, this game had some serious implications on, well, both teams' immediate futures, but let's dive in. So, here's how this one played out. The Wizards pulled off a 126-123 win in Denver. And honestly, if you told me that would happen a few months ago, I would have laughed. The Nuggets started strong, firing up 44 points in the first quarter. It's like they were shot out of a cannon. But then the Wizards, behind a monster 34-point game from Alex Sarr, kept chipping away. By the end, we had ourselves a nail-biter. It wasn't a blowout by any means, but definitely a back and forth. Like a tennis match you didn't expect to go to 5 sets. That game was a roller coaster of emotions. Laughing when Jokic hit that smooth fadeaway, to disbelief when the Wizards took the lead late, to frustration when a last-ditch three-pointer from the Nuggets just wouldn't fall. I mean, there's drama, and then there's whatever that was. Now let's talk about the performances, shall we? On the Nuggets side, Jokic was, well, Jokic. 40 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. That's a stat line that makes you want to scream MVP, but even he couldn't save this one. Michael Porter Jr. added 20, but honestly, he seemed a step behind for most of the game. Jamal Murray had a decent outing with 24 points, but he also had more turnovers than assists. And then there's Russell Westbrook, or should I say Russell Westbrook. He had a solid night with 22 points and 11 assists, but man, his shot selection is, well, let's just say it could use a little work. He's like that one friend who insists on karaoke when we've all had just enough. Flipping it over to the Wizards, Sarr shined bright like a diamond with 34 points, including crucial threes down the stretch. Keyshawn George added another 19 points, looking like a player who's not just content to be in the league. Remember, this kid was a draft sleeper, and games like this show why folks got excited about him. Let's be real for a second. The Wizards haven't exactly been lighting it up this season, and here they are, walking into Denver and stealing a game they had no business winning. Call me crazy, but could this be the spark they need to finish the season strong? Or is it just a classic case of one-night hot streak? Here's a hot take for you. I wouldn't panic if I'm Denver just yet. This game was a blip in a long season, but the defensive lapses? Those are concerning. If they want to make another deep playoff run, they need to tighten up. Come playoff time, the margin of error shrinks faster than my tolerance for bad basketball. So to wrap it all up, the Nuggets need to regroup and figure some things out if they want to reach their ceiling. For the Wizards, well, maybe this victory gets them feeling themselves just enough to surprise us down the stretch. It's going to be a wild finish to the season, folks. And that's a wrap for today's episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game. Hit me up on social media, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, keep storming that court.